All right. Hello, everyone. This is Lemon, aka Cream, with Tangerine, aka V. So,
Mhm.
today we just decided to start talking about people. People, very interesting creatures, extremely interesting,
Indeed.
highly, highly interesting um, existence, if that makes sense. Anyway, so the point is, I watched a video of people ranking themselves in terms of looks. So they just, oh, what do you think of yourself? Oh, I'm an 8, I'm a 7, I'm a this, I'm a that. And the breaking point for me personally was whenever this how do I say this? This borderline -15 looking ass bitch said that she looks like an 8. And it's not just me saying this because if you look at the comments, it was on Instagram. Literally everyone was making fun of her on in the comments. So just okay, so just a disclaimer. Um, we should probably talk about you know personal image a little bit without to not offend people. We
Mhm.
don't want to offend anyone who's not physically fit, but she was less than physically fit, if I may. And this woman ranked herself an 8 while looking like shit. Uh, I don't know. It just it ticked me off. It was so hilarious as well to read the comments. Everybody's like, "Oh, 8, more like 800 burgers." Oh, 8, more like 8 my way to the tectonic plates. 8, more like 8 tons. They were just making fun of her weight. I mean, sure, it's very immature, blah blah blah, but goddamn was that shit fucking hilarious. I actually cried laughed, which does not happen very often. So we wanted to bring about the topic of discussion of what the fuck is up with people thinking they're way more attractive than they actually are. Because that's something that I've seen happen a little too often as of late on these
Mhm.
videos. And for some reason, it's always the ugly fuckers that say that. Oh,
Cause they they have too much fucking confidence. They're like hella arrogant. Also, like all those videos that you know. There's so many videos lately where you can just see the interviewer going outside and asking them like, oh, rank yourself and then rank this person. And every single time, like the person that rank the other one like 5 and lower and rank themselves 10. No offense, but like you're
no,
not a
all the
10.
offense. All the offense.
You're
Y'all
not
not a
a
tens.
10. Oh,
You're not fucking
no,
10.
I feel like not only like the looks, but like the fact they're so arrogant about it and so like how do I say?
I mean, they're narcissistic fucks. That's what they are,
Exactly, which brings it to like a zero.
right? Like, they could genuinely just like they said an 8. Maybe they were like a 6 or something, you know.
Hmm.
But then just like the way they say it, like just the way they express themselves, like they cut off people sometimes when they're speaking. They just, you know, like just generally their manners are just not there. They are. You can feel the hubris. You can feel them being full of themselves just from like a sentence or two that they say, and it's just
Hmm.
infuriating because that just drops a person. Like even if you're like ranking strictly based off of looks, I still believe that if you're a piece of shit, that still just kind of drops your score a little. I don't know, that's
No,
just me.
not even a little, a lot.
No, because
Mm-hmm.
like okay, imagine this: we're empirically trying to so rank them strictly on looks.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget their personality. It would be possible, right? But then if you hear someone say something, like your brain automatically just -2. You know, it, it's it's not a pretty thing to look at because these people genuinely think that they're actually attractive. Well, no, they're fucking not.
Well, I feel like it's good to have confidence, right? You can say that you're a 10, fine. But like it's just the way it's like the way they say it. Like the way they think they're like, oh, I'm that shit. I'm just like the shit. I'm like better than everyone.
Yeah, no,
Like you
exactly.
can say like I don't know, it's just the way they phrase it. You can just say like, oh, I think I'm a 10 because I like this about myself, this, or just like, oh, I love myself, so I will rank myself a 10. You can
Okay,
just
but
say that,
okay,
but no.
okay. Listen, I can understand that, right? Like, oh, like myself, I think I'm good looking. I'll rank myself a 10 any day, The self-confidence, sure. But if someone else is asking you to rank yourself, like you can think that for yourself, sure, right? But whenever someone else is asking you, I feel like you at least owe them a bit of honesty because they can see you, right? You can't like you can lie to yourself a little to give yourself a bit of a like confidence boost, but you can't really lie to people. If the person is like looking at a 3 and you tell him I'm a 10, even if you say it in a humble way, you're still fucking stupid because no, you're not a fucking 10. You're still a 3 pretending to be a 10. So like you can in your imagination, you can be a 10 all you want. That's self-confidence, like you said,
Mhm.
all the power to you, makes you feel better about yourself. But if someone asks you, like, have a bit of humility, because, oh my god, like, even people who wear 10 will probably rank themselves like 8, 9, right? Like,
Yeah,
if,
fair
if they're
enough.
fucking gorgeous. You're out here telling me you're a 10 while looking like a 3. Just humble yourself.
Exactly.
These
Like
people
be
need someone
humble,
to cross them
honestly.
over and break their fucking ankles. Humble them a little.
Yeah, I
It's,
feel like I
sorry.
don't know. I don't know if it's because of like the new era, I guess, of like social media with like the Instagram and TikTok, where everyone just get like these boosts of like confidence, I guess, and they're so like narcissistic. Also, they think they're always like the center of attention, or they are always seeking attention. It's like it's not worth it. First of all, second, I feel like there's a waste of time. It's just not good for your self image. Also, it was just I don't know. I feel like there's just like this fucking constant like toxic cycle. Like, especially like lately, I've seen so many like videos of these fucking girls in the gym. They film themselves, and every time like let's say like a guy glance at them, like a quick glance, they will start like
Oh
cursing
my
him
god,
out.
such a creep. Oh,
No,
why are you
no.
looking at me? Oh, this guy's a stalker. My god, rapist, pervert. Why are you looking at me this way? Bro, I go to the gym and I straight up either stare at the ceiling or the floor. I'm, it's so fucking hard. Like, imagine this. You walk into a gym, there's a fuck ton of women and a fuck ton of guys. Like the people flexing their muscles, women flexing their asses because let's be honest, they're like solid majority of them only work legs. Like how rare it is for me to see a woman work upper body. It's ridiculous. But the point is like it's extremely hard. Like massive object it's massive objects attract. So like if you got a big ass, my eye is automatically just gonna grab you.
Yes,
But
regardless if you're a guy or a girl, I will look
exactly,
at your
like
ass.
if there's like a massive object, my eyes are automatically gonna gravitate towards it. But okay, like but jokes aside though, it's impossible not to look at people. You're just looking around. You got nothing to do. Like you're listening to music, you're doing your exercises. Whenever you're between your sets, you're just taking a break and just looking around. And if you happen to look at the wrong direction, you're suddenly labeled as a fucking predator without even knowing it, which is just awful. I mean, admittedly, this is not too common, but just the fact that there are people out there just doing that to begin with, even one or two, y'all are fucking retarded. Like, calm the fuck down. Let it.
Yeah, there was like two viral TikTok like that, where it was a girl setting up a camera. She was doing her workout, and then a guy glanced at her, and she saw it from like the mirror. And then they confronted the guy, and they were like, "Oh, what are you looking at?" And then the guy was like, "Oh, I was looking at nothing." And she was like, "Oh, sure, sure." And then in one of the videos, the guy was actually like an employee that works like at the gym.
Mm-hmm.
And then the employee was like, "Oh, if you keep being rude to me, I will like revoke your membership." And she was like, "Oh yeah, whatever. You don't even like own this place." And then
Bro.
you can see like the next TikTok is just her crying, and she's like, "I got my membership revoked. They kicked me out."
Oh, wow. What a surprise. You were not warned. Not at all. Not a bit.
And the fact that she posted this, like,
People have some fucking audacity.
no,
Like,
exactly. She posted like like her crying as if like people would side with her.
oh, yes. Harass the
Like,
employee, and when they give you shit, complain more.
exactly. Like she thought by posting that, but people would be like, "Oh, you were right. You're a victim or
What the
whatever." Like,
fuck?
I don't understand why
Like,
you post like the second part of you getting kicked out like of the gym. Like,
like who? No, like I honestly don't understand like the thought process behind some of these idiots. Like, is there even a thought process? Like, like sometimes I genuinely wonder there might not be a thought process behind there. Like the
oh,
whole thing of like, oh, I'm the only real person. Everyone else is, fucking
fake.
puppet
Yeah,
or fake or some
yeah,
shit like
yeah.
that. I
Mhm.
sometimes start to believe that just because of these idiots, because I refuse to believe that they even have a thought process behind their actions. Like, what? Like, what in the fucking world made you think that what you're doing makes any sense at all? I mean, I give it to you. I also make mistakes sometimes. I mean, everyone does. Sometimes I do a fuck ton of mistakes, not sometimes, all the fucking time. But I don't believe that ever in my whole life have I ever done something that is so outrageously wrong and just
Yeah, yeah.
blindly thought to myself, this is the right thing to do. This seems just about right. Like at least something must feel off. Like something in your brain should tick saying, maybe just maybe you're wrong. Maybe you're wrong. Maybe you're in the wrong. If you don't have that, I refuse to believe you're a fucking you're a sentient being because you're not even aware of your own actions. You're literally just a fucking animal. You just do something, you're not even aware of the consequences or there is no thought process. I bet you fucking animals think better than that.
I just feel like uh, like I feel like people forget that first of all, action have consequences. Duh. Like,
I don't know what you're talking about.
yeah. And second,
I
like
was
any.
walking down the street, I slapped someone's ass.
Oh
No
yeah.
consequences.
Because maybe that was my ass.
We don't need details about you being my girlfriend or anything like no. I'm just walking down the street, slap someone else's ass, just no
Yeah.
consequences. So you're wrong. there are actually there were consequences to that one. But anywho,
Yeah. But yeah. Second, I feel like people forget there's a thing called like digital like footprint. That like
wait, what's that?
anything digital footprint.
Oh, okay,
Have
yeah,
I ever heard about it? Yeah.
yeah.
That every
Obviously,
like anything,
the
everything that
the
you post on the
adaptation.
internet, obviously it will stay there. And I feel like people forget about this. And then they post like the most like outrageous like videos, TikTok,
Oh
Instagram reel,
fuck, we're
whatever.
we're joining them. Oh my god, we're fucking joining them.
Yeah, we're okay, but at least, I'm not fucking posting myself crying
Yeah,
because God
like
knows what.
if anyone was wondering, we don't want to show our faces because yeah.
Privacy purposes.
Yeah, pretty much, and plus we feel like it's a bit weird to post our faces. Um, if we get like millions of subscribers, maybe a face reveal in the far, far future. But in all likelihood, that's never gonna happen. I mean, if you do like to listen to what we're talking about, by all means, subscribe, like, whatever, comment. We'd like to hear what you think. But yeah, aside from that, this is really why we're not showing our faces. Um, Even our voices don't sound completely right because we chose purposefully to have trashy mics.
Yes, all
um,
calculated.
it's all calculated. We're too smart. We're like fucking 200 IQ. Einstein, what is that? A rock? But yeah, the point is like, they're, yeah, you're right. Like they just post genuine dumb shit, and they don't mind it. Like I posted stuff as like a teenager, like early in my teens. I posted like some stupid memes that are not even funny on my Facebook account because they used to be a thing. And oh my god, I feel fucking humiliated. Like,
Are you
I
cringing
fucking
on the inside? Are
exactly.
you
I
thinking
fucking
about it
I
at night?
I put them private, and then I deleted them. I tried to erase them from all of existence, but I know that they still exist out there. And even if they don't exist directly on my account or anything like that, there are still
Hmm.
servers that keep this kind of stuff. So how the fuck do you do something humiliating as a grown ass adult, like as a fucking adult human? You do something so genuinely mentally enslaved, and then you post it with the confidence that you were right, while there is absolutely zero logic or thought process to anything you've done.
Oh, I feel like not grown adults also. I feel like teenagers. I feel like
I mean, I'm sorry, even a teenager, sure, you have, like, as a young teenager, yeah, it makes sense. Like, you're 13, 14, you fucking stupid. But, like, you're 17, you're 18, you're practically an adult. Like, grow the fuck up.
I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't. I don't know who can teach this. Like, should this be like a new class? Like, oh, don't be
Don't
idiots
make
on the internet. Like,
on the internet, just don't be idiots, honestly.
yeah,
And
like
if
I
you
mean,
are
if
an
you're not,
idiot, recognize your wrongdoing and just apologize for it. It's just a simple fucking thing.
or like like be an idiot, but responsibly.
Ah, yes. Be a responsible idiots.
I don't know. I feel like someone should knock some sense into them. It's not like they know what they're doing, and plus,
No, that's what I'm saying.
like,
Where's
it's
the
not
thought
like
process?
the
Where is the self consciousness?
because
Where's
they
the
don't.
awareness?
Eh, Exactly, because no one teaches them because the older
The
generation
fuck
don't
you
have this though.
you don't need someone to teach you self awareness. That's supposed to be a fucking prerequisite to being a
Okay,
human.
but
Like,
see, no, but see, apparently we're evolving backwards.
we're
So
devolving, yeah.
no, apparently someone needs to teach them. No, not even teach them. It's just like, oh, hey, by the way, there's a thing called digital footprinting.
It's not
Maybe
even
don't
digital
post
footprints. Just like
anything on the internet. Like, ah, keep something private. Don't
it's not even
share
about that. Because like
anything.
you can share stuff,
Everything. I
right?
mean, yeah, I mean, obviously you can share stuff, but not like your most like intimate thing, like in your life.
I mean, yeah, but that's not necessarily the only thing, right? Like the people who rank themselves highly, for example, they're not. It's not something intimate. They're just idiots being
Mm,
idiots, right? So I think it's more like they should make them aware that there are consequences to killing a god. There are consequences to your actions. Like I genuinely do not. I mean, I do not understand how some people don't understand the simple concept that your actions have consequences. And I bet you if you ask them, they might say that they know. But it doesn't seem that their brain recognizes the fact that what they're doing is technically an action. Anything they do is technically an action. They fail to calculate the simplest consequences. I bet you if you ask them whether eating is an action, they'll be like, no, that's not an action. It doesn't have consequences. I'm just eating. It has no consequence. I'm just eating the food. Or like, I don't know. I'm struggling to give it a good example. They're just they're just like my brain. I'm racking my brain trying to figure out a way to understand how these morons can possibly like.
I feel like you should just show them the graph. Was it like fuck around and like find out? Like this is like the simplest graph. I'm sure everyone can understand it.
Honestly, yeah. Like, yeah. You show them the fucking graph and fuck around and find out. This is
Because
how
like
much you will fuck around in order to find out this much.
apparently you
But the
don't
thing is,
understand that action have consequences. So here you go, a graph,
no, but do they
beautifully
even
drawn.
understand what a graph is? I remember
I'm
I
pretty
fucking
sure
saw.
they do.
No, I'm sorry. I actually saw grown people in a fucking school, like what, college,
Hmm.
who are unable, like who don't understand what the fuck a graph is. That gave me a mental breakdown. I almost lost my shit when someone told me they don't understand what the fuck a graph is. I was like, how? What? Like, do, do you have you never fucking been anywhere? Have you not ever opened a book, read the internet? The graphs are fucking everywhere. How do you not fucking know?
Or even like in
It's
elementary school, high school, like
yeah.
that shit is like basic math.
Like it's like they fucking skipped all of fucking school altogether. And even if you skipped school altogether, like I said, open a book, any fucking book. I bet you they have at least like one or two graphs. Sure, maybe not a fucking, but y'all get my point. The graphs are everywhere. Just walk outside. There's a fucking billboard with a graph, or just like watch an ad on TV. It has a fucking graph. You know, like there's memes with graphs. Like, how do you not fucking know what a graph is? I feel like I deviated too much from my point. What was I trying to say?
I, it was
uh, I was definitely going to the point where, like, some people, I genuinely, what was the average IQ again? Like, according to like what I found on the internet, not sure if this is totally trustworthy or not. It was somewhere between 100 and 110 IQ.
hmm yeah,
What was Einstein? Like 160?
yeah, something like that.
So, so like, how the fuck does this scale work? Because think about it. Just 40 IQ difference, sorry, 50 to 60 IQ difference makes people so much further up ahead in comparison to the average person. And yet, every fucking person I talk to, I feel like my IQ drops lower by talking to them. Like, the average IQ must be like 70. I don't know. It has to be. There is no fucking way. These people aren't half as smart as Einstein. I mean, admittedly, it's maybe it's not a linear relationship, right? Maybe it's exponential or whatever, but still, like, they just they they shock me. People shock me.
I don't know who the fuck you're encountering in your daily life.
I'll tell you what, people I don't want to encounter again. My God, I've done
Mm.
tutoring before, and I have witnessed some shit I never want to witness ever again in my life. Like I saw a 17-year-old unable to now she had no disabilities or anything like that. She was just fully capable of, being in school normally, right? I was not made aware of any disability she had, and no learning troubles either. She did not like, at 17 years old, right? Think about it. Did not understand that 5 minus 2 is equal to 5 plus negative 2. I like it's the same fucking equation. Like what the fuck are you on? I I was actually losing my shit that day. I spent like 2 hours trying to explain this shit, and I I drew I like
Did you?
no,
The
no I
fuck
seriously
did you draw?
like I drew like a scale, like a line from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and
Mhm.
negatives, and then I
Yeah.
was literally like showing segments, trying to explain basic fucking addition, and I failed in 2 hours. I I've never felt that incapable my whole life. And I'm pretty sure it wasn't me because she seemed to not fucking know what the fuck she was talking about. Either she was trolling me, I highly doubt it because like I mean why the fuck would they pay me to tutor someone just to troll me?
Mhm.
But god damn. So I encountered a lot of dumb fucking people. I just more like just anyhow, I digress. I feel like I just went on a huge tangent on how dumb people are, at least some of the people I encountered.
Yeah, no, like I don't know. I feel like with I guess technology obviously making our life easier and stuff like that, and us gaining like easy access to like knowledge, you would
Mhm.
think that we'll
You would
become
think.
smart. Like like it makes sense that we'll be smarter. No, like if you have like all these like resources available to you, but no, it's kind of going backwards. Like
Like these people, some people don't have any self-reflection. I'm not sure if that's related to their IQ or EQ or fucking God knows what the fuck it's related to. Because they don't have self-reflection. They have no concept. Like I bet you show those people themselves in the mirror and they'll be confused. They'll think it's another person. That's what I genuinely expect from those kinds of people.
how was it? I don't know if it's because it's like a bad parent thing, or it's just because like everyone just have access to like phones and can consume like any type of fucking entertainment and just follow dumb people,
Yeah,
which is
honestly,
why it
it
makes them
might
dumb.
be. It might be what you just said because like today, access to entertainment is practically unlimited. So like you can just follow whoever. You waste a lot of your time. Your attention span not there at all. You instead of just studying or understand taking the time to be curious, understand about like stuff that is important, you just waste your time. Even me, I find myself just wasting my time, fully realizing that I'm wasting my time, but I still do it. It's pretty addicting, so you have to find ways to stop that. So I can only imagine the fact that you're younger, you're less experienced, and you don't have proper guidance, but you still have access to all this crap on the internet.
Yeah,
Ah,
honestly, like it's like they don't have hobbies anymore. Like if like I don't know, I feel like lately if you ask people like, oh, what are your hobbies? They were just like, oh, just scrolling through TikTok. It's not a
uh-huh.
hobby. Scrolling on your phone is not a fucking hobby. Watching TV series is not a hobby. You're just distracting yourself from like
Doing
other
stuff
stuff.
that you might like.
Exactly. Oh my god, I've seen so many fucking people saying that. Oh yeah, my hobby is like scrolling through TikTok. No, no, it's not.
Okay, but watching movies, it's a bit different, I think, because movies are a form of art in a way,
Hmm.
like cinematography.
But then it
It's
depends.
technically
It depends the type of like movie or like TV show you like
yeah,
watch.
no, yeah,
If you
yep,
watch like those
agreed.
trashy ass fucking Riverdale, goddamn like oh my god,
Fucking loses half of their viewers just because you insulted a popular TV show.
no, I I will go on a tangent, but like American TV shows are so fucking trash. Oh my god,
No, no, no.
I
Okay, okay.
do
She
not
never
like
like
them.
shh, shh. You don't know what you're talking about. Some of them are fucking amazing. Some of them are
Exactly, some
amazing.
some, but most
Yeah,
of them are
well,
bad.
okay. Most things are bad. This podcast is pretty fucking bad, but some are good. it doesn't reduce their value. You know, they actually are good series. Like Breaking Bad, for example, masterpiece. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's gold. Other shit like The Last Man on Earth, pretty dog shit.
And any
The
other
Flash on the
American movie, I
CW.
mean TV show,
Wait, what's it?
like any other American TV show is just not good.
No, a lot of them are shit, but that's because there's way too many things, right? They can
Mm.
like if you continuously produce, right, just to produce and have people consume stuff, which is pretty much what I've seen people do now in the cinema for the most part, right? They're just producing to produce because the more movies they make, the more money they make out of it, right?
Mm.
It's short time. It takes them a short time to make the movie, and then people watch it and they gain viewers. Then they make a new movie at a short time and gain more viewers. Blah blah blah. It's really just like for them to maximize their profits. So they don't focus on making good quality projects anymore. They just focus on the volume more than the quality. And because of that, you get a lot of shit, and some of it, very little of it, in which case people took the time to make it properly and do a good job on it, that ends up being the shit, you know? So, yes, puns. But the point is, this applies to practically everywhere nowadays. People care a lot more about volume and quantity than quality, and that seems to be causing a lot of
Yeah,
issues.
which is a shame, honestly.
Yeah,
Same
exactly.
thing goes with video games. Also, my God, oh my God, please, video games company, I'm begging you, just take your
Make good
time.
games.
No, like yes, I mean, oh my God, let me take the cyberpunk thing. Like the premise, amazing, but then they keep announcing it early and then they don't meet the deadline and they're like, okay, we're gonna go push it, we're gonna push it, we're gonna push it.
And
And
then
then
they
they
release
push
and
it
it's
too
absolute
much.
trash.
Exactly. And then because they keep pushing it, the fans are like, what the fuck are you doing? I thought you guys said it was gonna be ready. So like, you know what? Fine. You're gonna release it. And it was the buggiest game I have ever played. My god, I opened it, my PS4 was just it was like a fucking airplane motor. It was so loud. And it was just for customizing the character. And then I finally load in, play for like a good 30 minutes, and then oh my god, the FPS was shit. Everything was laggy, and it kept kicking me out of the game, and I cannot play the fucking game. I
After you
never
bought it,
finished it.
which is the worst case.
I know. I pre-ordered it for $80.
I mean, yeah, at least he got the refund after, which is pretty nice. Like they like that's actually a feel good story technically because they did work on it afterwards, and I played the game just this last year. I think it's pretty good. Sure, it's still pretty buggy. There's a few bugs here and there. It's pretty laggy. I mean, but generally speaking, the gameplay is pretty fluid. It's pretty fucking nice. Story top notch. I don't think I've liked a story this much in a while. It was so fucking good. The side stories as well, really well done.
Mhm.
But obviously, since they fucked up the release, they lost a lot of people,
Yeah,
which really
players.
sucks because they deserved a lot more than that.
No, but then after the anime, all the players came back. Even new players
Yeah,
came
that's
back actually.
yeah, that's actually why I came back to. But you know, like the game is actually good now. So if you guys have Cyberpunk 2077, I highly recommend you play it back if you haven't.
And if
They
you guys
fixed quite a few
haven't
things.
watched the anime, I recommend you watch
Yeah,
the
watch the
anime.
anime first because you'll feel so much better playing the game after.
It
You're just,
actually won anime of the year actually.
I mean, deservedly so. So I'm not even surprised. I mean, yeah, AOT had they stopped cutting it into 50 million different parts, maybe.
Oh, it's finally gonna end. What was it? What's the next episode
two
actually?
years in the next 2 years or some shit like.
No,
I
it's
don't know.
like was it fall this year? I think.
I certainly
Finally
hope
gonna
so.
see
I,
the
I
true
swear to
final,
God, the true final
the
multiple
final
super
final.
giga turbo fine finale.
Yeah.
It's just
Kind of reminds me of like you know how like you make edit to like to something and you have to save it as a new file. So you name it like oh final
yeah,
final
that's
final.
literally what they did with it. You go see my fucking file explorer. It's just full of shit like that. Assignment 4, version 1, part 3, and then you just have like fucking 15 words that are just all final. And then the last final, you just add like an E or like
Yeah,
finally. It's just, yeah.
final version 1.
But
But yes, as I was about to say, going back to like fucking video games. Yes, if companies just took their time to goddamn make good games and not rush it. Oh, it's like Battlefield also. Oh my god, Battlefield 2042. The
by the way, guys,
the
amazing
beta.
game. I love it. I don't give a shit. I
Yeah.
like it. It was laggy as fuck. I don't give a shit. I still love Battlefield. Amazing game. Amazing. It's
Oh,
fun.
but the I don't remember, was it the alpha or the beta? I feel like COD, same thing with COD also. I feel like they rushed the thing and then they're like, okay, you know what? We're gonna release the alpha and beta. This is where all the players will experience like the buggiest shit or like find all the bugs for us. And after that, we're gonna like rush to fix them before it releases. But then they don't
Which
have
is
time to
just
fix it.
stupid.
And then after that, they release it, and then it's so
It's still
buggy.
bug.
And then they take like a month or two to make a new patch, and now you have to download this new patch, which takes like so much space. It's just an endless cycle every single time with any game lately, and I just fucking hate it. Like for once, can we please?
Get the final
Yeah, exactly.
turbo version final.
My God, like I am so sick of like downloading like 10 gigs, 20 gigabytes of just patch notes. It takes so much space for no reason.
And again, this is not even just video games and movies. It comes to with any creative content at all. A lot of people just focusing on just spamming shit instead of making good quality content, which sucks. This is our strategy here too. As you can tell, we're just gonna keep spamming videos until you puke dumb shit from your ear. You start leaking. So now we'll try to make somewhat good quality videos, all to the best of our ability and from our
Mhm.
limited time. But yeah, again,
Well, yeah,
you
we're gonna
like
see.
anything, you want to hear anything, just include it in the comments. Let us know what you think.
Yeah, but it depends on how this goes. Maybe we'll finally get good mics.
Yeah. I mean, but yeah, this all goes back to what we were talking about before. About okay, yeah, people are just getting it's just brain rot, honestly. Like Elden Ring has like Scarlet rot. The
Mhm.
real world has brain rot. it's just, it's so much more dangerous. It doesn't drain your health super fast. You don't need to heal it. Well, actually, you are in a desperate need to heal it. But
Because he
it
also
drains
drains
your
other
fucking
people also.
intellect. God, it wastes your time. Just everything about it is just such. Mm, oh,
I feel like I feel like brain rot will be like you know affecting you, but also people around you. So it's like a the AOE effect.
it's it always goes back to that one saying I've heard before. Um, Pretty sure a lot of people heard it before. It's pretty old. Well, not old from like fucking 1800s, but I feel like it's pretty old from like the 2010s, or maybe earlier even. When I first heard it, it was something like when you're fucking stupid, it's like you're dead. You don't know that you are, but the people around you suffer. And it could not have been more true. That's just, that has so much facts stacked in one sentence. I could not even begin to unpack it. Uh, yeah, like just moral of the story, just don't be a fucking idiot. You know, like try to nourish your brain a little, think for yourself, have some self-respect, self-reflect. Just
Mm-hmm.
take the time to think about your actions before you do them. It only takes 3 seconds. Just count one, two, three. And during those 3 seconds or 5 seconds, whatever, however much time you want to allocate, just think: is what I'm about to do seriously gonna like? First of all, is it even important? You know, like okay, what is
Mm-hmm.
the degree of importance of whatever it is I'm about to make a decision about? Once you've decided on the importance of it, right? Think to yourself, what are the pros and cons of each of the choices? Now, sure, this sounds way longer process than 3 seconds can
Three
do,
seconds.
but your brain is pretty fast. So,
Not even. Like, just think, is this worth it?
no, exactly. Just yeah,
Like,
you
if
have to
it
weigh.
doesn't bring you any gain, or like,
You're gonna be like those. If it doesn't bring you joy, get rid of it. You don't bring me joy. Get out. Get out. Gets rid of her fucking family.
yeah,
No, just
yeah, maybe I
seriously.
should get rid of you.
I think it's more fundamental than that because it's not like you only have 3 seconds in your life every time to make a decision, right? Like you need to like okay, this is my personal way of doing this. It might not be the best way to do it, but this is how I personally like to do it, and I would highly recommend people try it if they don't have their own method that they think is efficient. Is to decide your priorities in life, right? Like take the time, sit down, just decide your priorities. Think about it. What is the most important thing to you? Is it your family? Is it your health? Is it being a moron on the internet? Is it clout? Like what really is the most important thing to you? And once
the
you've
most
decided on
important
that,
thing, the most
sorry.
important priority is obviously your girlfriend. Wink, wink.
Okay,
Okay, speechless.
no, I kind of lagged there. Just could not wrap my head around the absolute dog shit opinion you just you just gave me. But yeah, point is, take the time, think of your own priorities, right? Think think about it. What is the most important thing to you personally, and make a list. This is a common thing in engineering. Whenever you're trying to make something, you have your wants, and you cannot do all of them at once. Sometimes you have to organize them in a list. You have to put them one, two, three, four. You can't say, oh, both these things are equally important, so I'm going to put them both at one. Like, no, no, you have to seriously organize them in a way that you are able to choose between one and the other. Yeah, it can be hard sometimes. What's more important to you? I don't know, like your physical health or your financial stability. I don't know. Like some people might find it difficult to choose between the two. For me, for example, it's a bit difficult, but I'll choose my health any day because I mean, even if you're rich and you have shit health, it doesn't make sense. At least that's my point of view. But the point is just rank them, right? You can't have two at the same spot. Once you've done that, your decision making becomes so much easier. And I mean so much easier because all you have to do is just check which category does it fall under, okay? Is this more important than this other category? No. And then based on that, you decide. If it affects a category that is on top positively and another one negatively, choose whichever one is higher on the priority list. And you should be more than fine making most of your decisions that way. And that's like a really low effort. You should take more time doing that.
Mm.
What do you think?
For what? Like decision making?
Yeah, exactly.
Mm, I don't really have like a priority list. If
What the fuck are you doing? Make it. Do it right now.
yeah, usually when I make my decisions, more like would this benefit me in the future, or would this benefit me now,
Hmm.
or okay, if I do this, what are the steps to do this thing? Well, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. For me, I don't really have a way to like make a decision. I kind of just
And this, ladies and gentlemen, is
make
why
them.
she can't decide on where the fuck to eat. Um,
I know what I want to eat. Yeah.
Listen to the guy. Guys are more able
No,
to make
no.
fast decisions. I'm not being
Uh,
sexist or anything.
not even. Not, bitch.
I'm pretty sure that's sexist. But
I asked you which snack you wanted today, and you couldn't even choose.
no, because I asked you, I was like, you want something? You're like, no. But I know for a fact that at some point you'll be like, yeah, maybe. You know?
No, no. When I
Yeah,
say no, I am firm about it. Is no. Did I even eat
sure.
one of your snacks?
Yes. The Kit Kat.
Okay, because you forced me.
Exactly.
You
I
forced
didn't
me. I
force you.
didn't even.
I literally just fucking gave it to you and you took it. Like, if I forced you, I would have had to fucking shove it in your mouth. I did not do that. I was like, hey, want some? And I just put it near you and you just ate it. So I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. So no, no, I wasn't undecisive. I simply fucking wanted to choose something that you'd be willing to eat with me if ever it came down to it. That's it.
No, you asked me what kind of chips I wanted. I said, no, I don't want any chips. You choose.
And
And you
so I
gave me a
chose.
look. Huh?
Exactly. I gave you a look thinking like, yeah, she's definitely gonna want
No,
something outside from
no,
this.
I
But then
didn't.
I chose the
I
chips.
didn't.
Okay, so anywho, it's getting like very far away from the point. It's fucking
No,
personal dispute with like choose chips or not chips. It doesn't matter. Point is,
no,
okay,
no,
it's
it does
it's
matter
good to make
because you're
decisions
wrong.
based on your priorities, okay? And you should take
Uh,
like an hour or two in your life to decide your priorities, like once every year, once every 2 years, instead of making a New Year's like resolution, which is complete dog shit and makes like it pretty much gives you no progress in life half the time unless you're super fucking committed. Instead of doing New Year's resolution, every year take like an hour or two, sit it down, like think about it hard. What are your priorities in life? And make sure to make all your decisions based on your priority list. That shit will save you so much fucking time because you won't even have to think about your decisions and they will all fall, like all the right pieces will fall together to bring about the things that you think are more important. And plus, it helps you
mm,
make crucial decisions, like tough decisions.
but yeah, just to add, also, when I do make decision, usually I do like a quick like pro and con list. Well, it depends again, like on the decision, right? Like if I decide if I want to like pass out and taco, like I'm not gonna make a pro and con list.
I can only imagine
Okay.
someone making a fucking my priorities, pasta or tacos. Okay, like, I don't know. Maybe if you put your priority list with health on top, you choose whichever is healthiest. Maybe neither.
But yeah, that's just to get back to the point that you keep saying that I'm indecisive when it comes to food. That is not true. I always, always know what I want to eat.
Yeah, cravings all the goddamn time. Fucking
Yeah.
pregnant woman out here.
Yeah, what about it? I have cravings. I like them. You have a problem with them.
No, no. It's
Yeah,
fine.
and when I don't have cravings, you're like,
Yeah,
oh,
whenever you don't have cravings, it's weird because you always do. Like, are you my girlfriend? What the fuck happened to her? Where is she?
okay, it happens. Yeah, that once in a while I don't have cravings anymore, and this motherfucker is like cannot decide anymore on what to eat.
Yeah, because I usually
I
rely
always
on whatever
decide.
you feel like.
Oh, so let's see who's more indecisive now. Not
No, like
indecisive, but
literally just we okay,
oh my god.
okay, listen to me. Listen to me. Whenever it comes to food and you're not craving anything, it becomes confusing to me because okay, if I choose something wrong, she's gonna fucking maul me
No,
or she's just
not
not gonna be
even.
happy. So I take the
No, I'm
time to
okay
choose.
with everything though.
We both know that's lies. You don't even like tomatoes. But
Oh,
anywho,
oh God.
I
But
digress.
what?
You
Okay,
don't like
okay.
everything. I
Excuse
like
me.
everything.
Okay,
I'm a
but
genuine goat.
excuse me. If I ask you, oh, what do you want to eat for lunch? You're not just gonna say, oh yeah, I want to eat tomatoes. Like, no.
No, but like, my point is, I'm willing to eat anything. Give me anything, I'll eat it. You, on the other hand, you have specific cravings, and when you don't have cravings and you eat something that you don't like, you're like, you know, eh, eh. So like,
That's
yeah,
not
I
true.
have to make a decision in which I have to deal with you being in the mood because you didn't crave anything in the first place.
Oh wow,
That's it.
so
Anywho,
hard
moving on.
for you to decide.
It's not hard. I never said it was hard. I literally pick whichever restaurant is closest.
Yeah, and I always go along with it, so I don't see the problem.
Wait, what were you arguing about to begin with? Because all I wanted to say is having a priority list makes it much easier to make decisions. And like
No.
all the things you said you do to make a decision, I honestly agree. They're very good things to do, right?
Mm,
Like they're honestly really good ways to go about it, especially the pros and cons list. But that's if you have time to sit down and make the decision. But if you're going on the like on the fly and trying to make it super fast, a priority list that was pre-established can go a long way. So obviously, using the two methods conjointly can help you greatly improve your decision making and
mhm,
generally make you happier with your life because you make continuously make choices that support your values, I guess.
mhm. No, all I wanted to say is just, you know, you were saying some, false stuff, and I just
Like what?
needed to rectify it. About how indecisive when it comes to food.
Rectify.
No, I said rectify.
You said
No,
rectify.
it's rectify. Oh yes, I should rectify.
Fucking gives it a lap dance. But yeah,
But yes.
what did I say that was so wrong? That you're undecisive when it comes to food?
So I feel like you think I'm like this under not even about food. Like sometimes we will like, talk and then you're like, oh, you're so indecisive. Like I feel like you picture me as an indecisive like person. I am not.
Okay, you know what? Let's play Would You Rather. Let's see how decisive you are. Alright, so diving straight out of straight out of the people being morons conversation, let's see if Tangerine over here is such a great person at making decisions.
Okay, I'm not saying I'm great at making decisions. All my
I,
decisions
I'm
are
like,
not
if,
all
but,
good, but
well, okay.
at
Well,
least I make
I'm
them.
gonna shoot at you some fast ones, and you're gonna have to make the choice. Okay,
Fine,
right
fine.
off the bat, right here. Actually, shit. Uh, okay, I need to. Okay, there we go. So, the very first one I have here is something interesting that I'd like you all to participate in if possible. Let me know what you think below. Would you rather date your stepsister? Your parents are married, you know, technically live in the same house, stepsister. You dating that? Or you date a girl that you met outside, in the outside world, but who turns out to be your biological sister. So after years of separation, you meet again, but as lovers, and she's your biological sister. So which one would you rather? Would you rather just date your stepsister, which would be socially awkward, Or would you rather date your real sister, which would be both actual incest and inbreeding, as well as socially
Exactly.
awkward?
So obviously you have to go with the stepsister. Because if you went with a sister and and you didn't know at all, and then you guys decide to have kids, the kids will come out fucked up. So stepsisters all the way.
Stepsister all the way.
Stepsisters all the way.
Yeah, that's because I technically gave you a hint by explaining how socially awkward it would be for me. I'm like, honestly, they're both really fucking bad, but yeah, I would also go
Mm,
with stepsister. Because,
exactly. Both are
like,
bad, but at least one of them doesn't lead to fucked up babies.
yeah, exactly, because the entire issue of, incest and all that stuff and why it's morally unacceptable, aside from the fact that, you were raised together, the main issue with that and why it's been frowned upon for the most part, in my opinion, is because of the inbreeding, which causes um, higher likelihood of developing certain mutations or whatever, you know.
Hmm.
So, yeah, I think that's the main fucked up part. So definitely stepsister would be better, as awkward as that would be.
Apparently from fucking porn.
But
Fucking your stepsister is alright.
I mean, so did you? You said that too, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with porn too. Okay, okay. If you have the option of not going with your stepsister, obviously go with that. Quick disclaimer.
Do not start fucking your stepsisters.
We're not
Alright?
encouraging this. It's just a small, would you rather game.
Exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, just don't do that. Fucked up. All right, so well, let's go with some. I'm just going on a website here. First thing that showed up, probably not doesn't have very good ones, but let's just start
Mm,
with a few warm up ones. Would you rather
mm.
have the ability to see 10 minutes into the future or 150 years into the future?
10 minutes.
Why that?
I mean, like 150 years in the future, you're not even there anymore, so what's the point,
Exactly,
right?
fucking useless. Fucking useless. I mean, maybe you can see the inventions 150 years from
Okay,
now
but
and
like,
you
I
can
don't
bring
give a
them
shit.
today. Yeah, I agree. I'd rather 10 minutes from now. Just be able to anticipate your every move.
Exactly, you never know. Like, some crazy motherfucker can, like, rob you, kill you, can get into, like, a car accident. Crazy.
Yeah. I mean, seeing into the future doesn't necessarily translate to being able to change it. So,
I
it's a
mean,
whole other debate.
yeah,
Would you rather have telekinesis or telepathy?
telepathy.
And why is that?
So you can cheat in my exams.
Nice. Fucking uni student mentality right there.
Hmm.
I don't know. I feel like if I get like the only way I would take telekinesis over telepathy is if the telekinesis was overpowered as fuck, like the girl
Mm,
from One Punch Man,
yeah,
like
yeah,
number two
yeah.
hero.
Hmm.
Yeah. So
I
that's the
was
only way I would
honestly,
pick telekinesis because I just might as well just wage war on the entire world.
I was like debating between it because I'm a lazy cunt, and telekinesis will really, you know, promote my laziness.
May the force be with you. I mean,
Yeah.
technically it is, right? So, alright. Would you rather team up with Wonder Woman or Captain Fucking bullshit.
Ugh,
This is shit one don't even bother. Would you rather be forced to sing along or dance to every single song you hear?
sing along. I
You
know
sure
why
you
I'm
don't want to dance?
dancing in public. No, no, I don't want to dance. Even though you want me to dance, yeah. No.
It's funny. It's fun.
Mm.
Would you rather find true love today or win the lottery next year? Win the
Win the
lottery
lottery.
next year.
Lottery any day.
All
Fuck
day,
my
every
lover.
day. Exactly. Same
Not tech.
mentality. Technically, technically,
I was about to say
actually,
like
actually.
actually technically, as cringy as it may sound, technically I already found my what was it? What did they say?
Um,
True love was it?
yeah, he says that's cringe, bro.
I know. But technically, I got you right, so I don't really need another
Breaks up with
one.
her the next
So,
fucking day.
ah,
I mean,
there you.
at least you'll have the lottery next year.
You know what? Fuck it. Depends on how much is it. If it's like what do they
What's the
call?
lottery?
Yeah,
Pretty good
fuck it.
numbers.
Lottery any day. Fuck that. I can be single and rich. I don't
Exactly.
need no man.
Independent woman out here, guys. So watch out. Would you rather be in jail for 5 years or be in a coma for a decade?
You know, a coma sounds really fucking nice.
I fucking need that sleep. I've been
That
struggling
ass.
with
I've
my
been
sleep.
so fucking sleep deprived lately.
Why would you want to be in jail for like any amount of time? Fuck that. I'd rather be in a coma all day, every day.
How about like a forever coma?
Jesus fucking. We do not promote suicide. As a matter of fact, we might have to put a suicide
Like
hotline thanks to
hotline.
you. God damn it.
It's a joke.
You know, people killing themselves is not a joke, by the way. If you do need mental support, there are people out there who are willing to give it to you.
Mm.
It's not worth killing yourself. Life is a gift, as much as it might not sound like it whenever you're depressive. But anywho, would you rather have another 10 years with your partner or a one night stand with your celebrity crush?
Ugh. That brings back to like the what's it last episode where I talked about like hookups and shit. I cannot do it. Like even though like I don't know who the fuck's my celebrity crush?
Do you have a celebrity crush?
No, I have anime crush.
Ah, shit. Fucking weeb.
I don't do celebrity crush. But yeah, no, I don't know. I can like even though like let's say I don't know like let's pick Henry Cavill.
Of course.
Super obviously
Superman.
like super handsome, right? Muscular, but never will be willing to have a one night stand with him. It's just I don't know. Like it's weird having a one night stand. It's not my thing.
Yeah, agreed. But seeing as how the question is phrased, it says another 10 years with your partner. It seems tasky.
Huh?
But no, it says another 10 years. It's almost
Yeah.
like only another 10 years with your partner, you know?
Mm, yeah. Okay, but if we don't look too much into it, let's just say like, oh, just add like +10.
Yeah, fair enough. So, like, instead of dying at 100, you die at 110 while you're in so much more pain and way more sicknesses. But anyway, would you rather be chronically underdressed or overdressed? Overdressed all
Overdress,
day. All day.
overdress any day.
Why would you
I'm
want to
already
be
doing it
under?
anyways.
Would you rather have everyone you know be able to read your thoughts or for everyone you know to have access to your internet history? This just this
Internet
is
history. I have
bro,
nothing.
just
Oh,
use incognito. Or just
yes.
don't fucking look up weird shit.
Like I don't even look up anything anyways.
Yeah, no,
Like
my
if you
thoughts are
go
fucking
on,
hell. Like
oh my
you go
god,
into
my
my thoughts,
thoughts
they
are
might as well
just
go crazy. That one was dumb. Would you rather lose your sight or your memories?
I already lost my sight. I'll take
Dude, she's not blind.
no, I'm just really what was it nearsighted.
Yeah, which is pretty much blind. But anywho,
No.
I say honestly, I'd rather lose my. Okay, are we able to restore sight at the moment?
I mean Mr. Beast cure blindness apparently.
Okay,
So
no, it's not blindness. People who were
I
extremely
know,
nearsighted or
I
farsighted.
know.
if there's a
Something.
cure to eyesight where they can actually make you see even though you're blind, then yeah, I'll take that one. Otherwise, I'll lose my
Um,
memories instead because fuck losing my eyesight.
I'm pretty sure they do. But I would go with losing eyesight, honestly. My in my field, I really need memory.
Would you rather have universal respect or unlimited power? I'm
Wait,
sorry,
what?
one of them just sounds cooler. Would you rather have universal respect or unlimited power?
Power.
Exactly. Who the fuck would go with universal? I don't give a fuck if you respect me. You'll respect me because I have unlimited power. As a matter of fact, you'll fear me. As a wise man once said, fear is
Fucking.
stronger than respect or loyalty.
Why do I feel like you're gonna pull up a fucking Homelander?
I am gonna pull out
Yeah.
Homelander. I'm just gonna fucking laser beam everyone in a crowd. Unlimited power. That shit sounds awesome. I'll pull that trigger any day. Would you rather give up air conditioning and heating for the rest of your life or give up the internet for the rest of your life? Fuck air conditioning and heating, bitch. I'm not
Yeah,
giving up the
exactly.
internet. This shit has so many more resources.
Yeah, exactly.
For example, I could look up the internet. How do I cool my balls without the air conditioning? Pretty simple. You know,
Yeah,
it
your
gives you
balls
solutions.
are. Pretty sure your balls are already cool.
Anyone else's balls are like super cold for no reason. Let me
I guess
know.
where are my cold balls getting at?
Would you rather swim in a pool full of Nutella or a pool full of maple syrup? Maple syrup, I feel like, is way more sticky.
Yeah. Oh, I will go with Nutella.
Same. It's chocolate.
Yeah.
Would you rather labor under a hot sun or extreme cold? Hot sun, any day.
Hot sun.
Fucking knock
Fuck
me
the
out in a
cold.
second. Cold will just freeze me to death. My hands will feel like falling off before I do any bit of work at all.
Honestly.
Would you rather stay in during a snow day or build a fort?
Stay in. Fucking crazy.
Obviously, stay in. Why the fuck would you even want to go outside? It's cold for a good fucking reason, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
as you guys can see, we really, really hate winter and snow.
The people who like snow, get out of here. Nobody likes you. Oh, why do you like snow? Oh, because you can go snow. You can go ski.
Skiing. Oh yes, you can go
You
snow.
can go. Excuse me. It's very late. I'm tired. You can go ski. Guess what? Skiing is dog shit. I hate skiing. Last time I went skiing, I skied on the back of my elbows because the pizza, unlike what anyone will continuously tell you, it does not work. I tried to do the pizza to slow myself down. I did a front flip. That was the only time I successfully did a fucking front flip. I actually thought it was cool for a second. But
Yeah.
anywho, yeah, no, like you can you land a fucking front flip? I can't, but I did that one time because I tried the fucking pizza. It didn't slow me down, but I did a front flip. So
I don't know what type of fucking pizza you're doing, but
it's pretty
I
simple. Like
remember.
just close your.
Oh,
That's what
yeah,
everyone
I
says.
know, I know. I remember I did in elementary school. It worked though.
Yeah, maybe because you're
That's why I'm
light. Fucking
asking.
200 pounds of pizza.
Okay, you know what? Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Would you rather buy 10 things you don't need every single time you go shopping, or always
Mhm.
forget the one thing you need when you go to the store?
Oh hell no! I'll buy like 10 useless things.
I'll just forget the thing I need because I don't usually need anything.
No, I don't know. Usually, like I rarely need anything, but when I do need it, it's like urgent.
Yeah, actually, you know what? Yeah, fair enough.
Like I don't know.
But like, you
Imagine
waste
like
so
as
much
a
money on
girl.
that fucking
Okay,
thing,
okay,
too.
but look, as a girl, right? Imagine you're on your period and you have no pads. You go to the store to buy one and then you keep forgetting. So now you're just constantly bleeding. No, fuck that.
Make homemade pads. But no, I cannot imagine I'm not a woman, despite what some people might want to be.
Oof, that's gonna be a topic for another.
Yeah, it's gonna be a topic for another day. We're gonna start it with a South Park clip, hopefully from like 2005.
Let's do
Would
another
you?
one and wrap it up.
Alright. I need to find a good one then.
Yes.
Fuck it. There's like 500 of them on this page I'm on. So let's just.
Just pick a random one, I guess.
Mm, let's see. I feel like I had a good one. Would you rather be a wine connoisseur or a cheese connoisseur?
Cheese. I love cheese way better than wine.
Yeah.
At least cheese tastes different, you know?
Yeah, wine you
And
can't even
smell
fucking tell the
different.
difference.
Oh my god. I was on TikTok and I saw this guy mm, saying he's like a wine connoisseur. And the waitress just poured wine and he just swirled the glass and then listens to it. He puts it near his ear and he's like, oh yeah, that's the one. Like pour more. Like
Listening to the
like what?
cries of the dead grapes.
But like legit, like what are you listening to? Like oh my god, I don't like
He's
them.
listening to its soul.
That has
No, like, okay, for anyone out there who thinks wine connoisseurs are legit, no, they're not. There was a research done where they colored white wine red and they gave it to supposed wine connoisseurs by profession or whatever the fuck. And these idiots could not even tell the difference between the white and red wine. Don't have them like make you believe that they can guess which country it was made in
yeah the
or
year.
what year was made from in, because if you can't tell white from red, which at least have a few differences, you cannot even fucking tell if this is like a 15-year-old wine bottle or if it's 200 years old. There's no fucking way for you to
Yeah.
tell.
Like I've seen so many videos like that when they're like, oh, you know, like cheap fishes, like expensive wine. Well, you know, they have like a range of like wine ranging from like $20 to like five
Yeah,
hundred bucks.
they can literally fucking trick you and just say, "Oh, this one, we've had it for 155 years," but they've had it in reality for like fucking 3 years or something at best. And you see these
Yeah.
dumbass wine connoisseurs pretending that they know their shit just because they told them something like, "Oh my god, the taste of this, oh, amazing! It is so good." It's like the fucking episode in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, like where
You know, what's the one?
um it's part four with Josuke.
Usuke?
Yeah. Oh my god, this water.
Oh
this is
yeah, oh this
this
water
water
is
tastes
just
so good.
they just
Like
cry.
there's such exactly there's such fucking idiots. Like you know you cannot tell the difference between them, my friend. I'm sorry to break it to you. It's just there isn't much fucking difference. It's just squished grapes that's been done rather similar in a similar fashion.
Yeah, they've just been fermented like any other wine.
So fucking stupid that people think that they can tell. And some like admittedly, some people might think, oh, it's a social skill. You're able to tell people. Like
Oh wow,
the
okay.
people who would be impressed by this are the same people who we were complaining about at the beginning of the video for having like 5 IQ.
Exactly.
So like,
And why connoisseur or just those fucking arrogant pricks that rate themselves a 10? It's the same vibe. It gives me the
honestly,
same
it's the
vibe.
same. They're the same people. Maybe we should have covered these together. I mean, technically we did, just with a huge massive tangents in between.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, point is just don't. Wine connoisseurs, no. I'd like cheese connoisseurs probably way better. Like they can actually
No,
taste the
I mean
fucking
like
difference.
cheese makes sense because cheese. Okay, there's so many types of cheese. First of all, the
Mhm.
you can actually taste the difference. They have different texture also,
Yeah,
and the way
no,
they're
you're right.
made,
Like
I think, are different.
cheese connoisseurs, props if they exist. I don't even know if they exist. Probably don't need one because it's pretty easy to tell cheese apart. I think. No,
Well, I'm pretty sure they can tell the difference between like, you know,
but they
cheap and
exist.
expensive. I'm
Oh
pretty
yes,
sure they do.
this cheese is very rotten. It tastes very expensive. I never got the
This
fucking idea.
cheese smell like
Oh,
fucking feet. It's probably expensive.
exactly. It's like, why the fuck does do the ones that stink the most, or like are the
Oh my
oldest
god, I
always the
remember
most
my
expensive?
like we went on a trip, me and my family, and my dad decided to buy like cheese because we were staying at like a hotel. He
Mm.
decided to buy like cheese so we can
Smells
like
like fresh feet out of a shoe
no,
that's
that
been
ass. Oh
that's
my
been there for
god.
ages.
No, that ass. Like he wanted to buy okay, like in the morning we went to buy some like breakfast and we went and buy like the supermarket. He bought cheese and then we came back to the hotel. We put it in the fridge because like, we wanted to be like fancy at night and eat it and drink wine. We came
Oh,
back home.
cheese with
Then
one.
we came back home. Oh my god, the whole room smelled like ass. It, it smelled like a moist man's ass. It was so fucking disgusting. My god. Like why? Oh, it was the smelliest cheese. It was the smelliest shit I have ever like smelled in my life. Never again will I approach like I'm pretty sure
Cheese.
it's like it was a blue cheese or whatever it's called. Never. It didn't even. Oh my god! It didn't even taste good. I did not like it because the smell is so strong. I feel like I just ate like garbage or like just yeah, just straight up garbage.
Expensive garbage. That's what you eat. I
No,
mean, it's literally
exactly.
expensive garbage. Like I could throw my piece of cheese like right now in the garbage, and then you'd pick it
To
up
wait
like a
for it to
few
ferment.
months.
Yeah.
Exactly, whenever it's fermented, you eat it. It's the same fucking thing. I feel like that.
Uh,
Like I'll never understand that. Like if anyone understands what the fuck, do explain, please. Like I don't know.
okay.
Like I don't even
That
pretend to understand.
okay. I will go to a small tangent. It's like those people that go to like a restaurant and like order the most expensive shit. Like I feel like they're pretending that it's good, but like for real, it's not good. Like those expensive cheese, disgusting. Everyone that's like hyping like caviar, there's like almost no taste to it.
People who just go to fancy restaurants, period. Like there's oh, we have a five-course meal, and each one of them are a plate that is 15 times the size of your face, but will only have a food portion enough to feed a 3-year-old child.
Even the 3-year-old child wouldn't be full with that.
Exactly. It's so fucking stupid.
Like you can
And you
feed
pay
it to
so
an
much money.
ant, and it wouldn't even fill up the ant because the portion
Okay,
is so fucking small.
okay, not that much,
Okay,
but if you
again, it's a hyperbole, but you know what I mean.
okay, the point is, right, like why are you paying hundreds, if not $1,000 for 5 or 7 or whatever course meal, but all of them are in such miniature proportions? Fucking cook for yourself, right? Or just go to a restaurant that's, maybe not McDonald's or something because, like we
Yeah.
can talk a little bit about hygiene issues, blah blah blah, and not super healthy.
But like you don't
You
need
can
like
go
the
to
5-star like
exactly
Michelin
like
like
just
restaurant.
go to a fucking regular restaurant that sells good, clean, healthy food. It's gonna be way less expensive, tastes just as good, maybe better, maybe a little worse. I don't fucking know. Never tasted 5 Michelin and whatever
Mm.
star, but I'm pretty sure it's not worth the fucking money. Maybe it's worth the experience. You can brag about the
Mhm.
fact that you wasted money doing nothing with your life and just waiting
Yeah,
for
I
a chef,
feel
the
yeah.
pretentious chef, to pretend like he did you a favor. But
That's literally like the plot of like the menu. if you guys want to watch it. It's a pretty good movie. But yeah, I was gonna say, and like on top of that, they have like the weirdest plate meal to eat. Also, like today we found out there's a thing called like beef tartare, which is literally just raw
Raw meat.
beef.
What is it called? The cannibal sandwich.
Yeah,
That shit made
it's
me
lit-
laugh so hard because the funny thing, like literally every single like national or like academic uh, food reviewer just talks shit about it and how like it's very possible that the bacteria on it
yeah,
can be
exactly.
spread throughout the entire food and it's just not healthy at all. It's not good for you. And yet it's apparently like a fucking delice or some shit. Like what the fuck, bro?
No, honestly, there's a lot of delicacy. Same thing with like in Japan, puffer fish is overrated. Apparently, like from what I heard, it tastes bland, and it takes like years for a chef to actually like perfect the cutting and like the
And not get accidentally
detoxification.
poisoned.
Yeah, exactly. All of it for it to taste bland, and it's just like like why you pay so much money just to eat like a bland piece of fish? It's so
Again,
just
it's
fucking
all about.
outrageous.
It's called the delicacy because it is very rare, just like lion ball.
Lion balls.
Yeah. And I heard someone ate the dick of a lion, and that shit killed me.
I thought it was a
Killed me
dick
in
of a
terms of
bull, was it not?
no, no, it was a lion's dick, or it's so painful
Interesting.
that we like as if fucking nature was not cruel enough. You know how many fucking animals bite other animals in the fucking crotch? As if that was not
It's like that
fucking
one
painful enough.
like the one picture that I showed you, like was it the female lion biting the
Yeah,
male like
yeah.
balls
Oh,
because he didn't
exactly.
want to fuck.
What? Oh, you're not horny here. Let me butt your balls. Like as if nature was not fucking cruel enough. We out here fucking eating the animals like genitalia. I feel like that's just beyond disrespectful. Like, damn, have some fucking
I mean,
Jesus, have some mercy.
like if we're going to the like indigenous like values, like at least you use like every part of the animal, you didn't let it go to waste.
I don't give a shit. I'm not eating a fucking lion balls. It's like I've seen people. Oh my god, what was it? There was I don't know what country it was, but that shit made me fucking puke just listening up to them. Um, whenever you kill a sheep or something like or a cow or something like that, I think it was a sheep,
Mhm,
and because their stomachs digest grass
mhm,
and stuff like that. Whenever you kill the animal and slice their stomach open, you can still find the grass inside that's not been digested yet. And
mhm,
the stomach stinks big poo poo. I mean, like,
mm, mhm.
my
Yeah,
God,
no
it's
shit.
disgusting, right? But after very heavy cleaning, it's possible to cook it and it might taste alright. I've tasted it before. It's just, it's not that good, I'll be honest. But there's these people who instead of eating the stomach itself only, they eat what the animal ate. They eat the fucking food that was getting digested in the stomach.
Mm,
And that shit stinks beyond anything I can possibly explain to you. Like, it's. I don't have the vocabulary to describe how fucking stinky that shit is. It stinks so much worse than shit. It stinks so much worse than a fucking sewer mixed with some. Again, I don't have the vocabulary. I wish I did. I truly wish I had the vocabulary to display to you how stinky that fucking shit is. But you can compare it to eating literal shit because that's practically what they're doing. And to them, it's a fucking delicacy as well. Eating the literal, like, they're literally eating animal feces. And these fucking morons think it's a fucking delicacy. Uh, uh, Anywho, you know what? I'm gonna stay here for the next 2 hours complaining about some disgusting foods. We can keep that
mm.
maybe for next time. because this is
Yeah.
already drawing pretty lengthy.
Mhm.
Right. Well, yeah. Anyway, you guys look it up. I'm not sure if it's true or not, because I refuse to believe it's true, but I'm pretty sure I saw somebody do that. That should. I have a pretty strong stomach, but that shit, it makes me sick. Alright,
That's
well,
the
thank
first time I
you.
ever seen you like this sick.
It's pretty fucking disgusting. Anyway, thank you guys so much for taking the time to listen to our conversation about random stuff, admittedly, this time around. But yeah, thank you
Mhm.
for listening. If you have any thoughts, do leave them in the comments, like, subscribe, all that stuff.